Tok Piksa, proudly brought to you by New Guinea Table Birds. Good evening, this is Tok Piksa. Over the last 4 years, the Yangoru-Saussia District in the East Sepik Province has seen a steady growth in infrastructure development. Under MP and Minister for Trade, Commerce and Industry Richard Maru, the district has put education, health and road development as its priorities. In tonight's episode, we feature some stories on some of these developments. We begin with an opening of a missing road link in the Numbo local level government area of the district.
This stretch of road built recently is the first of its kind in the village of Afawia in the Numbo LLG. It took over 41 years for a service like this to reach the people. Afawia sits between mountain ranges, which connects to the highest mountain in East Sepik, Mount Turu, and it has been isolated from the main Sepik highway for years.
Mibla, you looking one kind, face of kind, something, life, Mibla. Start long 1962 time, Mibla start become no hot one bla. Machine working kind road also, Mibla. Mibla stop, one can also, Papa to Muna Mibla stop, Mibla come. At that moment come up now yet. And Mibla come here, Mibla start looking more changes. You will come up in Charlo, district Mibla Yangoru-Saussia.
Construction began last year. Initial funding of over 300,000 kina was put forward by the district administration to build an all-terrain road from Afawia to Munji. Road contractors say initial works have been completed, with the next phase of leveling the road with gravel currently underway.
Last time we worked my first clearance go, so first base. Now second base we put gravel, metro bago. At we look minister now. What next? Bind blame come them ask him to make one move and make. Now we finish with gravel so fast.
For the people, road access means access to services. They say for years they have been forced to walk for hours to reach the nearest bus stop. However, today they are able to catch a PMV at their doorsteps.
Mibla stop looking road services, car come through. Lo time mibla stop. Mibla sa car man. Lo here we paid carry go. Mibla sa all mama la delivering baby. Only pili molla time mibla sa karim. Lo here mibla sa take a distance out go long. Munji Felix come go sem. Sasoya housing mibla sa karim long. Here now about.
Long last time that's all. Wambla mama we festival time where road service para stop long time. I want man plong process go time the stock which plong to come. Car service stop long 100 junction. Man want to bring in what go na I be married long stock which come go or amper time man sabi go time come and bring him marry bring na or what come go. Have me come go that's so long. Last week that's all. This mama Emil go sem. Carry more sandy blame of plumber PMV, naming a few. Now I'm bringing me come go set down to house bring set I go stop. Mama carry pick rice bring in the house one the people how much. This I'm so him now say says him looking.
Better road access also means access to better health services. For the women especially, some say they have been delivering babies in the bush while walking to the nearest health center.
La kari begini old man sa wogi bed. Kari mi blai go house. Kadi mampu kan rasubi beg go inside. Ino karim lo web lo karim. Karim nampak karim iko mi plasa ko kama plausik. Ol mama sa karim begini. Lo line lo intai ol sabe intai nampak lo road. Plus stop ol stop. Plus sevi mi plasa sevi mall. Life lo mi plasa I'm hard through people. Ol papa tumpu na lo mi plasa stop kam. Ol mi plasa piani mall kam. Na ol begini lo mi plasa tu kam stop na road em kam.
Wari belum daul mediosem na rodi kam la mamas. Mibla kare pikini kare bilum holy light mda sago baut. People wari belum dal service na service kam la hamas nungu tru. Richard Maru kisim kubla lita sip nak service kala mibla. Na mibla kira sindalo tua lo house kare kisim mibla iko lo town. Mibla iko lo town shopping kare gen kisim mibla kam lo place. Mibla hama mastered. Thank you straight.
In the last 4 years, road development in the district alone has seen significant change. Local MP Richard Maru believes that through proper roads, other services like health and education can reach people in all corners of the district.
You must talk to work development and change. Work on the government, work on the leader, you may embrace him change the development. Why by you start one can solve proper to Nablomibla? Yangoru-Saussia got enormous potential because we have the land mass. We have fertile land. Our struggle has been lack of leadership.
Welcome back to Tok Piksa. In the next two segments, we will look at developments in the education sector of the Yangoru-Saussia District. We feature the district's junior high school concept, a concept aimed at controlling the number of students into established high schools and secondary schools in the district. But first, we take a look at the opening of a 4-in-1 classroom at the St. Patrick's Primary School in the Numbo LLG and other latest developments in Yangoru Secondary. Our journalist, Stanley Ove Jr., with more.
Last month, the newly appointed Japanese ambassador, Satoshi Nakajima, made his first official trip outside of Port Moresby to Saussoya's St. Patrick's Primary School in the Yangoru-Saussia District. He was there to officiate the opening of a 4-in-1 classroom. The classroom, partly funded by Japan's grant assistance for grassroots projects, is the first project funded by the Japanese government in the district.
My trip to East Sepik Province is my first official trip outside of Port Moresby since my arrival in Papua New Guinea 3 weeks ago. Through my stay in this country for 3 weeks, I'm very impressed at how fast your country is developing and becoming a leader in the Pacific. Here I see your country has very rich culture and huge potential for development in the future, and the people here are very friendly.
From 1960 up to 2000, in our one donor agency, or American, or minus estimable fund in the school. The school itself, and the run I made the contribution to Mama, board of management, only full support of building all the infrastructure inside the school.
The Saussoya community has strong ties to the people of Japan, as it was here a Japanese soldier was buried during World War II.
During the Second World War, Japanese occupied this place. And as they have said, one of them died and they buried here. The mission station was first established here. The church and the priest house. When the war came, they occupied this place and the setup was destroyed during the war. Many Japanese have lost their lives in our district.
Many of our own people have also lost their lives supporting the welfare of the Japanese. Too many times we talk about other provinces, Rabaul. Everybody talks about the contribution of other provinces, and I think not enough is being done to recognize the sacrifice of the Sepiks. So on behalf of our governor, people of East Sepik, I think it's only fitting that you've started on this project by supporting us. Recently, when your Prime Minister came, he made major commitments to fund many infrastructure projects in East Sepik, and that hasn't happened. So on behalf of our people of East Sepik, can you please take a message to your government? Many of our lives were sacrificed in your welfare. We would like as a province, and I know I speak for my administrator as well, we would like as a province, as a district, to work very closely with the Japanese government and your office to secure more funding support for many of our projects that are much needed in our province.
The Japanese ambassador then assured East government's commitment of working in close partnership with the people of East Sepik.
As the remains of many Japanese soldiers who died during the World War II are still in your land. The governor of East Sepik Province and the former Prime Minister of PNG Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare is a very friend of Japan. Based upon the existing strong bond of friendship between Papua New Guinea and Japan, I'm very happy that our economic and political ties are developing rapidly in these days. I expect we will see a lot more Japanese come to East Sepik on business and or tourism in the future.
And introduce and launch his album.
In the last 4 years, the district has invested millions of kina in education. New classrooms, teachers' houses, and administration buildings are being built with the aim of reviving a district that was once known for producing some of the country's top intellects. The district's only secondary school in the last 12 months has seen significant changes, from its administration to its physical infrastructures. Currently, major developments are underway.
It just came to a situation where the school was not in progress, but now we see that there's things happening and we know that there will be changes when he still continues to support us in this period of time. We have completed the building. The students are now using the classroom. The grade 12, 3 grade 12 classes are using the 3 classrooms now, 3 in 1 classroom. The grade 12A, 12B and 12C. At the same time, we have 3 different office spaces, one for a conference room for staff or teachers, and the other one is for the mathematics department. It's their office here has come to a situation where they will not use it, so we allow them to use the other office space out there. Funding for the admin building is through a member. DDA is supporting it, the District Development Authority people came in to support the building. It's about 400,000. That building will cost about 400,000. The completion of that building was also used a lot of money. We used a lot of money, about 150,000. And the other 2 buildings down there, there may be a lot of money as well, be more than 100,000 will cost the 2 buildings. So the 2 buildings as well, if we happen to help us, that the other 2 buildings will cost the same. Looking at it, but the staff room itself will cost about 400,000.
Yangoru secondary head teacher Philip Pena believes with the new developments, the school can produce some of the country's best students. Last year alone, over 30 students from Yangoru Secondary were selected into universities around the country.
So, past tense is so, the word is so. The present tense of the word so is see.
Meanwhile, the Yangoru Adventist Primary School, located in the heart of Yangoru Station, has taken on its first batch of students this year.
To grade 3 and to grade 4s. It's the first two classes we just started this year, and we are hoping to increase by next year. Member is planning to put a 4-in-1 classroom for next year's population. This year we have only 2 staff houses, and he's planning to put another 3 or 4 up this year.
The national government's free education policy has increased the number of students in schools throughout the country. Yangoru-Saussia District, given its only 2 established high schools, the district administration took the initiative to create the junior high school concept.
This country has accepted and is embracing the universal education throughout PNG. Unfortunately or fortunately, we have a situation of congestion to adapt to. We have overloading in all the schools to adapt to. And as we do that, we come to realize that we will have a problem on quality academic output. So students will go through the grades, but the results, the GPAs they put on their scorecards at the end of grade 12 may not be the results the country is looking for. So as a way of the district responding to congestion and overloading, we in the district decided to take on what we call the junior high school. It may not be the national term, but in Yangoru-Saussia we call it the junior high school. The junior high school is a concept where primary schools with capacity are able to maintain their grade 8s in their own school, and for grade 9s and 10s. First of all, we identify if there are existing schools around the primary school to be able to supply the number of students we need. So in this case, we have 4 who are positively identified. They are directly feeding the school. And we have 2 others who are already coming here. They want spaces and they want to be here.
The first school to pilot this concept is the Kusambuk Primary School. It took on its first batch of grade 9 students this year. And with the Education Department giving approval, it will be officially known as the Kusambuk Junior High School.
Kusambuk kami start namin long Yangoru High School na Gubale High School. Mi pla sabe kisim salimot ping mi pla lo Yangoru long grade 9. But this time ilongwe na avec tim plan di ping mi pla so lino na plong go through long selection lo golo grade 11 so mi pla withdraw Yangoru na mi pla go back lo Gubale High School again. All right, then mi pla lo Gubale one kind of problem come up. So mi pla ting long mi pla di kisim high school mi pla yet. So mi pla community looking problem long to high school mi pla come back na dokati mi pla building high school mi pla yet. So mi pla start lo building all infrastructure teachers houses lo na pla side pla lo game no upside there. Classroom mi pla yet the building. Okay, na pla classroom time minister member mi pla honorable Richard Maru looking more sem people likatesla hangre. Emi fund him not project disla pre-kwania minister did bla fund him. So minister come inside kim bla help him now. We got 4 permanent 2 permanent houses with almost 8 classrooms.
So for the foreign on behalf of our people at Kusambuk, Yangoru-Saussia, I feel indebted to government and for the Minister for Education. We cannot thank you enough to express our appreciation, our thankfulness for the way he has gone out to approve the junior high school to happen. We know if we don't have it on a national education plan or if we don't have it on a provincial education plan, such an approval to come by will be very difficult to get. But I guess we have people in government, both in politics, who appreciate and understand the situation our people go through, especially when it comes to education.
Head teacher Alpha Jinge says the school is slowly adapting to the changes, and he is confident the school is well equipped to take on Year 9s and Year 10s next year.
So far we have almost 7 teachers on the ground, and we'll be taking 3 classes of grade 9s, 50 students in each classes. We've got all the desks and tables in the classroom, very expensive desks and chairs for the students to use. We've got blackboards and chalkboards and whiteboards for the students in the classroom for teachers to write with. We've got all the subjects that we need to taught. We have got teachers on the ground. All university graduates of University of Koroka, and they'll be teaching all the subjects that are taken in the high schools. We've been struggling to get a high school since 2015 until now. We see that what the people have been working very hard, they are now seeing with their own eyes. The students are now in the classroom and they are learning things now. The teachers are in the classroom.
Local MP Richard Maru said necessary documents have been signed to make a number of primary schools in the district change to junior high schools. However, he said there is still a need to build proper infrastructures so schools are able to take in more students.
In the next 3 weeks, the Education Minister of our country will travel to Yangoru-Saussia and officially open our first junior high school, the Kusambok Junior High School in Numbo LNG. I am happy to inform the Numbo people, you now have your first high school. 2 weeks ago, the Minister for Education signed the instruments and gave approval for Kusambok to become the first junior high school in our province, and it's in Numbo LNG.
The member said in the long run, Yangoru-Saussia must be a model for education in the country. He said proper infrastructures like classrooms and teachers' houses will be built to take on this initiative in the coming years.
It's a brave, new, bold move here. It's a very bold move we are taking. We have no junior high schools in PNG. We are taking the step forward, and we do hope we'll produce the results so that the concepts can be applied as a way of responding to universal education, the congestion and overloading. Thank you so much.
And that wraps up our show for tonight. If you missed any part of the program, you can catch the full program online at mtvonline.com.pg. And until we do this again next Sunday, I'm Neville Choi. Good night.